I'm done here at work, Olivia. Getting on the train now. Didn't you say you had the day off today?
Yeah, all the part-timers got the day off today. I've already made our dinner.
Thanks. Did you get to relax at all today? I think you need it.
Yeah, today was the first time in a while that I've had the whole day off. It was nice to get a chance to really relax. I'm always working these days. It's a shame I'll have to go back to work tomorrow.
I'm glad you got to unwind a little bit. Are you doing okay, though? Like, in general?
Huh? What do you mean? Why wouldn't I be okay?
I mean, I know you have the day off today, but you've been working at least 2 jobs almost every day. I just thought that it must tire you out. It's not sustainable.
Aw, thanks for worrying about me. I'm totally fine, though. You don't need to worry, Alex.
It's just that you said you wanted to be a housewife when we got married. I thought you didn't want to work anymore. But lately, you've just started working so much again. It's fine if that's what you want, but I can't help but worry about you. You don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I guess that's true. I didn't want a job back then. But I'm only working now because I want to.
Even if that's true, you don't really have to work this much, do you? I'm making more than enough for the both of us to live off of. Please don't overwork yourself, Olivia.
Thank you for saying that, Alex. I'm grateful that you work so hard for us. For our family. I never have to worry about money because of you.
Well, then you don't need to overwork yourself so much, right?
I just thought that I shouldn't be taking advantage of you. I wasn't making any money before. We might have a baby to take care of soon, too. What would happen if you got sick and couldn't work anymore?
Well, I guess. I can't guarantee that that won't happen, but...
Exactly. We can't predict the future. If that happened, wouldn't it be better if I was already working? We wouldn't need to scramble for an income. And I'd like to save up a little if I can, too. Just in case. It would be better for both of us that way, right?
I guess it can never hurt to have a little bit saved up. I've actually been saving some money, too. I also have some investments, and I've been putting some money into stocks. I guess I'm glad if you can save up some money as well. Thank you, Olivia.
No problem. So don't worry about it anymore. I can handle it. I want to pull a little weight for our family too, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I guess I can't object when you put it like that.
Thanks for understanding.
I still think you should rethink the way you're going about it, though. If you keep going like this, I think it could be bad for your health. You're just working too many hours. That wouldn't be good for a baby either. If you got hurt, I mean.
I probably can't right away, but I was already planning on decreasing my hours once things calm down at work. Don't worry.
I really think that's best. That way, I won't have to worry as much either. I've really been upset about how much stress you're under. Oh, by the way, can I ask you one more thing? I was going to bring this up yesterday, but I forgot to.
What is it? Is something wrong? Is it something you didn't want to bring up?
No, it's just that yesterday, you came home a little late, didn't you? I was going to ask you when you got home, but I never did because you weren't home until later. It just slipped my mind. What did that big envelope addressed to you end up being? The one that came, I guess, a month ago now?
Oh, that wasn't anything special. Last month, I had just started applying for jobs, remember? I had to submit my own background check for the place. I guess some places let you do it yourself, as long as the results you submit to your employer are in a sealed envelope when you hand it in. I don't really get it, but I did as I was told. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I see. That's good then. Well, I'm going to get home soon, so see you in a little bit.
I'll warm up the dinner. See you soon.
Alexander, sorry to interrupt you while you're at work, but it's pretty important, so I'd like you to respond as soon as you can. What's the matter, Harry? You usually call. I don't think you've ever been the one to message me before. I always message you. Well, I just thought it would be better, since you're at work right now. I didn't want to trouble you with a call. By the way, how are things at your job? Is everything running smoothly? No problems. Thanks to Olivia, things are great right now. After all, she's also been working hard lately. I don't have to worry as much about work as I did when I was single. Now I can be more relaxed at work. Are things really going so great right now? I know it might be embarrassing, but I'm just going to come out and say it. You haven't gotten a pay cut or anything lately. Be honest with me. No, nothing like that happened. I'm totally fine at my job. Actually, I got a raise this year. It's all thanks to Olivia. I would be much more stressed out without her. I don't think I would have been able to accomplish anything special at work. You really got a raise. Then tell me why things have come to this. Why are you treating my daughter this way? What's the point? Wait, what do you mean by that? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, don't you play dumb with me. My daughter just asked to borrow over $8,000. Why aren't you giving her enough money to live off of? You should be able to support her. $8,000? What do you mean she doesn't have enough to live off of? I hear that she's working so hard because you don't even give her enough money to pay for her daily expenses. So she asked me to cover her food and everything for the time being. What on earth are you doing here? What am I doing? I don't understand. I don't think that I'm doing anything. How could you say that? You go and make my daughter cry, and now you won't take any responsibility. You should be ashamed of yourself. But I've been giving Olivia more than enough every month. I thought that would go to our living expenses. She is the one who buys the food and everything. To be honest, I'm giving her $4,000 a month to handle everything that needs to be paid for in regards to living expenses. $4,000? You're giving her that much every month? That's right. You said that you worked in finance, didn't you? I suppose you might make enough to afford it. Yes, I'm fortunate enough to be able to afford it with my salary. But if you're telling the truth, that would make what my daughter said to me a lie. I guess that must be true. Look, before she married you, Olivia would never keep in contact with me. I'm grateful that that's changed because of you. You've been a great son-in-law. But this is a different story. I can't just believe you. It would be hard for me to accept that my own daughter lied to me about something so important. I understand. You don't have to take my word for it. If you can't believe me, I can send you my bank statements. Because I know about finance for my job, I manage all our money except for our living expenses. There's a few accounts I can show you. No, if you're willing to be that open about it, then I can believe you. I'm sorry for accusing you of lying. I didn't mean to offend you. It's fine. Thank you for believing me. I'm more concerned about what could be going on with Olivia. She needed $8,000 so badly that she was even willing to lie to me to get it. Something might have happened that she felt she couldn't tell me about. I hope she's all right. Well, about that. Lately, there have been some strange things going on with Olivia. Like what? She suddenly started working multiple jobs at once, even though she wasn't working before. And on top of that, letters from a lawyer addressed to her keep coming in the mail. Is that so? Yes, although Olivia doesn't know that I figured out that the letters were coming from a lawyer. I thought it was really strange that she hasn't said anything to me about it. That is strange. I understand the situation, although I'm just as clueless about it as you are. So, what are you going to do about this? I'll try asking her about it. I can bring it up in a roundabout way, so she doesn't get defensive. $8,000 is a lot of money, no matter what the reason she needed it is. I think that we have to find out what she needed it for. I see. It's probably best if I don't ask her about it for now then. If I act too suspicious of her, she might think I suspect something, and you might not be able to find anything out about it. I'll leave it up to you, Alex. Thanks, Harry. Sorry for the trouble.
Sorry it's so late, Alex. I wish I could spend more time with you at home. I'm coming home now. Have you eaten dinner yet? If not, I can pick something up on the way.
No, that's fine. I already ate. I hope you had a good day at work today.
Thank you, I did. I hope work went well for you too.
Thank you. Things are actually going pretty well at work.
Well then, maybe I'll just stop by the store and head home. Did you have any food left over? I could eat whatever you had.
Oh, I just made some pasta. There's a little left. There's enough sauce for it, but I don't think it will be enough for a meal. Why don't you pick up a couple side dishes while you're at the store?
Sounds good. I'll do that. Anyways, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep as soon as I get home.
Are you still doing okay? I don't mean to go and bring up how much you work and everything again. I don't want to book you. But just be careful, okay? One person can only handle so much.
I know. I'm already keeping track of my health. You don't need to worry about it.
Anyway, is there some reason you need to work this hard? Did you want to buy something? If you tell me what it is, I could buy it for you.
I already told you. I'm saving for our future. You don't need to worry about it, Alex.
Well, that's fine if that's really what's going on. I just hope you aren't forcing yourself to work this hard. You can come to me about anything. But anyways, another letter for you came today, you know.
Oh, did it really? I'll take a look when I get back, so just leave it for now.
I can leave it for you if that's what you want. But why are you getting letters from a lawyer? I'm a little bit worried about it.
What? Did you read my mail without my permission?
No, I didn't read it. I didn't even open it. You don't have to open a letter to see the return address. Don't you think that I would be at least a little bit curious why my wife is getting letters from a lawyer? Or do you think there's something wrong with that? Sorry if I crossed the line.
Of course it isn't anything wrong with that. We are married after all.
Good. I thought so. Well then, can you explain what this letter was about? Have you been seeing a lawyer? Like I said, I'm curious about it.
It's not anything serious. Remember when I was in that little car accident a while back?
Oh yeah, when you ran into the neighbor's fence. But that was already settled, wasn't it? Miss Garcia already had it repaired. I thought it was no big deal.
It was settled already, but some kind of post-accident report, is that what it's called? Is still supposed to come. The letter must be related to that, I think. Don't worry about it. I can deal with it.
Thank God. Why didn't you just say that from the start? You have me all worried about it. I kept thinking of random scenarios in my head.
What kind of scenarios do you mean?
I thought you were hiding something from me. I was worried something had happened to you, or even that it was something bad you had done. It hurts to think that way about someone you love. If anything serious ever happens, please let me know. I'm here for you.
Oh, I suppose so. Thank you. I will.
You promise? Anyway, I'm gonna take a shower and get ready for bed. See you soon.
Yeah, sounds good. See you soon. Alex, when did you say you were going to get home today again? I already made dinner for us.
Oh, you're already home?
Yeah. It's rare for me to get home before you, huh? So, when will you be back home?
Oh, sorry. I don't think that I'll be able to come back home tonight after all.
What do you mean? Did something happen at work?
No, I just went to meet with someone. I'm out of state, so I'm probably going to have to stay here for the night.
Outside the state? Why? Who did you go to meet?
Your ex-husband.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean? This is my first marriage, Alex. I don't have any ex-husband.
He's right here in front of me, Olivia. Do you think lying like that would fool me in this situation? He's not here right now, but I've also met your son.
So, I guess you really are there with him then.
You know, I was pretty surprised when I found out about your ex. But even then, I never would have thought that you even had a baby you were hiding. Did you know he's already in preschool? Apparently, he's pretty smart. It seems like your ex is taking really good care of him.
I see. No, I didn't know. But how? How the hell did you find out about my ex-husband?
From your lawyer's letter. It had your ex's name and current address. I came here to see what was going on.
Didn't I tell you not to read those letters? You invaded my privacy! Even for a married couple, there are some things that are still off limits.
You say that, but what about even for a father and daughter? There are some things that are still off limits. I know that you went and lied to your dad in order to borrow $8,000. That's totally out of line. I had to find out what happened.
Well, I mean, something came up. I had nowhere else to turn.
I know what came up. You haven't been paying your child support. You haven't even made one payment, have you? Because of you, your ex's life is falling apart. He's gone into debt.
Falling apart? There's no way that's true. He never said anything to me. Wouldn't I know if something was wrong?
Please. He's just been holding back because he didn't want to disturb you in your new life. You obviously didn't want to get involved.
If that's true, then he should have just held back and not disturbed me. He doesn't care about that. Instead, he suddenly starts issuing his demand for all the missed payments in full. And he goes and says that if I don't pay, he's considering his legal options to collect by force. Not to mention that now he's going crying to you. I can't believe he acts like he's the victim. It's his fault I'm in this situation, that I have to go through all of this trouble.
If that's the case, and if he didn't bother you about it before, then didn't you consider he must have had a reason for demanding payment? Things are really bad here. Did you even read what his letter said?
Of course I did. So what? So his son is sick and he needs money for the treatment.
His son? What you just said speaks volumes about your character. Well, you can see why he needs the child support, can't you? It's not like your ex-husband has done anything wrong. He needs the money for your son. He might die if he can't have the procedure.
So I have to pay him just because he hasn't done anything? I've been living my own life since marrying you. We're happy together. That marriage is over. Why should I let my kid from back then get in the way of that? He's just a thorn in my side.
A thorn in your side? How can you talk that way about your own baby? He never did anything to you.
We got divorced right after he was born. He's basically a stranger to me. And anyway, I got the $8,000 for him. I even started working to repay my dad. I'm doing everything I should. He has nothing to complain about. There's nothing more I could have done.
But that's just because you wanted to avoid legal action. You didn't do it because you care about your son.
Who gives a damn why I did it? I ended up paying child support. What more could you ask for? Besides, this should be a problem between me and my ex-husband. It's none of your business, Alex. Why do you have to butt in on personal matters?
Exactly. It is none of my business. You're right. But I can't ignore what you've done this time. I can't believe your behavior. I want a divorce. I can't be married to someone like you anymore.
Why? What makes you think that? Are you mad that I didn't tell you about my ex? Or my kid? Do you want me to apologize for that or something? What's your problem?
I don't care about that. I'm not the one with the problem here. I really don't think you can blame anyone for the divorce but yourself, Olivia. Who got custody of your child was between you two. If you both came to an agreement that you wouldn't see him anymore, I can't say there's anything wrong with that.
Then what are you so bothered about?
I already told you what upset me. You said your own son was a burden to you, something that got in the way of your comfortable life.
But it's the truth!
I knew you didn't deserve to be a mother the second you were able to say that without any trace of guilt. What a horrible thing to say. On top of that, you never paid for child support, as if you don't care what happens to your son. And you act like this even when you knew your son was sick this whole time. Do you think I would want someone like that to help me raise my kids?
But it's only because we were divorced. We're not divorced, Alex. If we had kids, don't you think that I would take good care of them? I would love them.
Oh, great. So to rephrase that, if we ended up getting divorced, you wouldn't take care of our kids and would stop loving them. Is that what you're trying to say?
You know that's not what I meant. I was just talking. Stop trying to pick apart everything I say.
No, what I said is true, even if it's not what you meant. If you really did care at all about your son, you could have told me the truth. I would have helped you make the payments. We can afford it. You had no reason to lie to your dad like you did. He would have helped you too.
If I told you about it, it would have messed up our new life together. There's no need to drag up the past.
Yeah, that's why you didn't tell the truth. Because you care more about yourself than your son. You probably didn't give a shit about what happened to him. That's all in the past for you, right? I've seen through you. Now I know what you're really like.
Don't talk like that. You're being too cruel.
You're the one who is cruel. You brought all this on yourself with your own lies and heartlessness. You need to accept the consequences of your actions. After that, Olivia and I ended up getting a divorce. Her father also ended up finding out about what she did and decided to cut off his relationship with her. Of course, he still demanded that she pay back the $8,000 in full, and I'm also seeking damages from her in court. I feel bad for what happened to her ex-husband, but because of this incident, he got the $8,000 he was due, and I hear their son's condition has improved a lot since then. Olivia was a terrible mother, and only ended up paying the money because she selfishly wanted to protect herself from any legal action. However, because she protected herself in that way, her son's life was saved, so I don't think that only bad things came out of it. From now on, I think that they will keep demanding payment from Olivia, so she won't stop working anytime soon. No matter how hard it is, no matter how painful, I sincerely hope that Olivia can face her own wrongdoing and pay them back for it. That should be the least she can do to make up for this.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please take the time to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.